Tonight from Mennen Arena in Morristown, New Jersey, the Comcast Network presents NJSIAA Hockey. It's the public final as Brick Memorial takes on Brick. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mick Mottinghoff, and welcome to Mennen Arena, where tonight a special treat for you. It's the first time ever that two teams from the same locale match up in a championship round. I'm joined by Pete Caggiano tonight, and Pete, this is really an oddity, isn't it?
Mick, this has never happened before. Two teams from the same town playing at a championship game in high school sports in New Jersey.
Almost like Mets and Yankees having to go to Philadelphia to play the championship.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about Brick Memorial as they come in the 6th seed in this tournament. Here's a team that nobody expected to go this far.
Brick Memorial playing very good hockey right now. In this tournament, they have won 3 games, all by 1 goal. And in their last game against Bayonne, they tallied the game winner with just 8 seconds remaining on the clock.
Their head coach is Pat Boyhan. Here's a guy, his first year behind the bench, and he has them in the finals.
Pat's doing a super job with these kids. This is his first year as a head coach. He served as an assistant coach for 2 years, and he's a good X and O guy, very good tactician. More than that, the boys like playing for him.
And Matt Morgan is their go-to guy. He has tallied 33 goals. He is just a junior.
Matt Morgan, a junior, plays on the first line. Real strong skater, likes to shoot, has very soft hands. Watch him around the net. He's real quick.
Let's talk about Brick. Everybody expected Brick to be in the final, and here they are again.
Well, Brick won the same tournament last year right here at this very rink. And again, they are expecting to do it. They came in as a #1 seed, and that's a good reason why they should do it again tonight.
Bob Oriema is their head coach. He is a coaching legend when you talk about hockey in New Jersey.
Bob Oriema, his 30th year behind the bench. When I questioned him a little earlier about that tonight, he told me it's because he started at 16. But seriously, he has 466 wins, more than any other coach at the high school level.
Nick Iannello is their go-to guy, and here's a player who has tallied 71 points in just 25 games this season.
Nick averages almost 3 points a game. He's a real big guy. Again, just a junior. Very physical player, likes to take the body. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds. Nick, I'm still waiting to grow to be 6 foot tall.
Well, I'll tell you what, no matter where they play this game, they'll refer to it as the backyard brawl. As we'll come back with an opening face-off in a moment as Brick Memorial takes on Brick. Straight ahead, right here on the Comcast Network.
I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world.
As you look at him and laugh, there's something wrong with the guy.
Sports fans, remember the time when giants ruled the ring? Ali, Frazier, Foreman, Holmes, and Norton, together for the first and only time in Champions Forever, the collector's edition, Champions Forever, the action and the controversy, the 5 greatest heavyweights of all time.
A short, choosing right to the guard. Listen, goes down. And I'm going to whoop him of all places in Africa, in the Congo, where the Lumumba boys are.
Plus, the exclusive never-before-seen dinner with the champs with host Reggie Jackson.
What did you say to him after that fight?
Told him, I said, brother, I kick your ass. You crazy?
Through this special TV offer, own what experts call the best sports video ever. Champions Forever, now on home video. Champions Forever. Call now.
I'm Steve Adubato. Join me as I go one-on-one with Dick Morris, Bill Clinton's former top political strategist. You know Dick Morris, resigned in disgrace. Very well-publicized sex scandal. Author of a new book, Behind the Oval Office, Winning the Presidency in the 90s. One-on-one with Dick Morris, right here on the Comcast Network.
Welcome back to Mennen Arena as we are set for the public hockey final tonight. Brick Memorial taking on Brick, the Golden Mustangs and the Green Dragons. Seems like every team that advances to the final has green.
Well, tonight, the first game, these two teams, both Brick High School and Brick Memorial, and later on when we see Del Barton and Seton Hall, Del Barton's color is green.
Let's take a look at the facility here. This is a great facility for a hockey championship, Pete.
This facility has hosted this game for a number of years. It's run by the Morris County Park System. It is probably one of the finer rinks in the state, excluding a place like the Meadowlands or the Baker Rink in Princeton.
Well, we may have upwards of about 1,500 tonight by the time the fans file in for our championship this evening in the public final.
Definitely by the second game. By the time we get to the parochial championship with Del Barton, this is their home rink. This is where they play their league games, which means both their home and away games are played out of this building.
And you get a good look at Ryan Kiernan from Brick Memorial. He has a record of 16-6-1. And against Chatham, well, he stopped 4 of 5 in a shootout to help his team get to this final.
He's a real cool kid. By that I mean he handles the pressure real well.
And take a look there at Jake Kale. 3 shutouts in tournament play so far.
Kale has not allowed a goal. His team has outscored their opponents 33-0 in the 3 playoff games.
Well, we are set for the opening face-off. Take a look at our officials tonight, Mr. Treby and Mr. Wilson.
That's Bob Treby dropping the puck there, and Rob Wilson on the far side against the scorer's table.
On the face-off, it is controlled by Brick Memorial. Face-off won by Schlegel. And right away, a heavy hit as Brick Memorial tries to come out of its own end as John Rushlin corrals the puck, but he gives it away. Weesey tries to center a pass. It's tipped. Nice shot by Acropolis, blocked off nicely, and played behind the Brick Memorial net. Brick Township, though, really trying to put the pressure on to slow them down at the blue line as they make their way out. Long lead pass ahead for Schlegel, and this will be icing right away.
Mick, what you have to notice in high school hockey, they have automatic icing. As soon as the puck is shot from one half of the rink and it crosses the goal line extended, the whistle blows automatic and it comes back. There we take a good look at Tom Schlegel, the senior captain, very quick skater.
One of the top scorers, came in with 32 points. The face-off is to the left of Ryan Kiernan. And on the draw, Dan O'Connor will take it, and he wins it. Gets the puck back to Sorrentino. His shot is deflected up and over the glass. And it was last touched by Brick Memorial, so the face-off stays inside the zone.
Mick, that was actually caught. I don't know if you had a good angle on that. That shot was actually caught by Ryan Kiernan, as the shot was deflected on the way in, but he was able to use the gauntlet, held on for the whistle.
On the draw, O'Connor wins it, but it's intercepted by Comic. Comic back across the line. The play is onside. It goes deep into the corner board. Centering pass is broken up. This puck is picked off by Steve Acropolis, and Acropolis comes across the line. Wants to get a shot away, try to drop pass. It is broken up, and it goes to the wing, where it's finally picked up by Fred Testa. And Brick Memorial will clear the zone. Brian Barnfield just dumps it back in. We get a line change. And I think they're going to call icing. Let's take a look at this first shot of the game. Kiernan got a glove on it.
Good setup right from the point. Hard, quick slap shot. There you see, on his knees already, Kiernan, but he has enough sense to put the left arm up, snags the puck that's just about crossbar height.
Good look at the senior netminder. They beat Toms River East and Chatham and Bayonne to get here in this final to take on their crosstown rival. Face-off comes to the right of Jake Kale. And this shot goes off the pad of Kale, his first save of the night. Waiting for the play to get back onside. Brick Memorial just winds it around the boards. Kale will leave it for Ruiz. Ruiz back in the corner, but it comes all the way back to the point. Bennett with his shot, and it goes wide. Notice the time in the corner there, 15-minute periods in high school hockey. And this will be icing as the puck is shot the length of the ice, and like you say, Pete, automatic. They don't need to touch it up. Ooh, a little high stick action.
Well, it's just neighbors saying hello to each other. As we mentioned, these are crosstown rivals. Many of these boys play together on amateur teams, both at the midget and at the bantam level. So they're good friends as well as being rivals tonight.
This face-off will come to the right of Jake Kale. Matt Morgan takes the draw. He wins it. And now the puck just slid back to Kale, and he will cover up, and he'll force another stoppage. No score in this game. First period action with Brick Township in white taking on Brick Memorial in green.
We talked to Pat Boyhan before the game, and he had said that he's probably going to rotate somewhere around 8 or 10 players. He doesn't have the horses to go 3 lines against Brick High School.
Brick will control the puck behind its own net. Eric Hoffman tries to play through for O'Connor. A little too far ahead, and Comic tries to send it back the other way. Morgan will pick up the puck in neutral ice, and he just shoots it in. And he's hit as he comes to the near boards. And we have a first whistle of the game.
Looks to be an interference penalty. Bob Treby signaling interference. There's a finite line when your player gets rid of the puck and he's still eligible to be hit.
Interference.
There you hear the call by Bob Treby. Sometimes it happens that when a player just releases, if the other player's following through with his check, it's okay. But if he hits him too late and possession has been gained by another player, they will call that interference, and that is exactly what happened right there.
Barnfield goes off for interference. 2-minute power play coming up for Brick Memorial. And they'll send out Tom Schlegel to take the draw. Brick Township looks to clear, and they will. And Weesey gives chase. 2-on-2 if Brick Memorial can hurry. They'll just dump it into the left wing corner. Nice hit behind the net by Sorrentino to break up the play. Wraparound attempt off the stick of Schlegel goes wide. Brick Memorial on the power play, and they keep the pressure on. 1:34 left in the advantage. Good checking by Sorrentino on the penalty kill unit. The puck goes right out in front, and Brick breaks it up. If they hurry, they'll come back one-on-one, but the pass is too far ahead.
Randy Chaff had a good opportunity that time. The pass from Tom Schlegel came out right in front. The puck was in his skates. He couldn't locate it and did not get a shot off.
Nice play here by Iannello to break up the charge coming out of Brick Memorial's end, but now Memorial will control. Jay Brooks tries to get the play onside. He comes across the line. Brooks will just dump it in the corner. 55 seconds left in the Brick Memorial power play, but they don't get a shot on that rush. The puck kept in the zone. Shot stick the side nicely by Jake Kale. And again, Brick will clear.
Brick's doing an excellent job killing this penalty. They're keeping Brick Memorial on the perimeter, not allowing them to get into that slot area, that zone 15, 20 feet in front of the goaltender where all the scoring gets taken done.
Eric Hoffman plays forward. Puck is tipped at center ice. And Brick will control. Kyle Weesey leads the charge. 17 seconds left as his team is shorthanded, and his light shot is just sticked aside by Ryan Kiernan. Memorial trying to clear, but they can't. Shot off the stick of Kieran goes wide. And Pete, Brick Memorial just can't get started on this advantage as the power play is over.
This was a golden opportunity for them, but they were unable to capitalize.
The puck will come out of the zone, and Justin Bennett will just send it back in as Brick Memorial wants a line change. Eric Hoffman comes out of the zone end. Got broken up momentarily. Now the puck shot to center ice. Brick Memorial and Brick are scoreless here in the first period. Hope you're enjoying the action from Mennen Arena. Icing against Brick Memorial.
Mick, we're just about 5 minutes into the first period here, and both teams are still a little tentative. Now, I'm not sure if that's because they had about an hour and a half ride up here to the building. Both teams had to travel somewhere around 65 miles to get here, and Brick got here about an hour or so before the game. Brick Memorial closer to 30 to 35 minutes. Maybe they don't have their legs yet.
For Brick, number 5, Steve Menger takes this draw against Tom Schlegel. And Memorial will control. They'll try to send out Randy Chaff. He's broken up by Sorrentino, who has it behind his own net. Sorrentino's pass is picked off, and a backhander by Schlegel goes over the net. Good opportunity, but he shot it too high.
Great opportunity. Cut right through the slot, let the backhand go, but try to go upstairs and put it right over the cage.
Puck comes out of the zone and delayed offside, and going back to pick it up will be Ruiz for Brick Township. No score. Brick and Brick Memorial, an all-Brick final here on the Comcast Network tonight. Here comes Sorrentino, trying to drop pass across the line. Iannello just dumps it into the left wing corner. Trying to pick it up is Bobby Acropolis behind his own net. Brick Memorial tries to freeze the puck on the back of the twine, but it's still active. Centering pass blocked off nicely by Rushlin. Now Rushlin gives up to Brooks, who can't clear the zone. Brick keeping the pressure on here in its own end. Finally, Chris Caruso winds it around, and the puck comes out of the zone. The layoff side call. It's touched up by Brick, as Brick will try for a line change, and Memorial still slow to come out of its own end.
Great forechecking by Brick High School right there, keeping a lot of pressure down in the Memorial zone.
Mike Kromick comes across the line. He's broken up, and back the other way comes Brick. O'Connor gets it ahead. This shot goes off of Kiernan's mitt, but it is now tipped behind the net. Silvers can't control, and Memorial having all kind of problems trying to come out of its own end. Matt Morgan finally comes across center ice, and he'll dump it in. Jake Kale leaves it behind his own net for Eric Hoffman. Hoffman tries to play ahead for Barnfield. And now Brick Memorial, Brick just goes for a line change.
Nick, the physical part of the game is starting to pick up. Both teams starting to play the body a lot more, especially the battles in front of the net. Watching the guys jockey for position, bodies are flying all over.
Justin Bennett winds it around for Tom Schlegel. Good job before checking there by Andrew Kinney. Jay Brooks broken up. And the puck comes back to neutral ice, and Brick Memorial needs a line change as they'll try to send out Jay Brooks and his unit once again. Eric Hoffman from his own zone plays forward. The puck is tipped, and here comes Greasy. Fans wanted an offside call, but none was whistled.
What actually happened was a collision between the Brick player and our referee. The two of them collided. Bob Trevey and the player collided right at the blue line, and they both went down.
Memorial tries to play through for Randy Chaff, but he can't control. And now Chris Caruso goes back in his own end to pick up the puck, but he didn't clear. Iannello throws it back to the point, a little too hard for Steve Acropolis. And Brick Township just dumps it in and gets a line change. Caruso tries to play ahead to Schlegel. Puck just bounces out of the zone and finally picked up by Brick. Here comes Acropolis, who's got a good shot. Blocked off nicely by Caruso, and it goes harmlessly into the corner.
That time Acropolis tried to use Caruso as a screen.
Now in the left wing corner, the puck just shot behind the net, and Caruso catches up with it, and he'll clear the zone. This will be icing, though, against Brick Memorial.
Brick Memorial just needed to get rid of the pressure, just dumped it out of the zone.
Well, Pete, you talked about being physical here in the first period. It certainly is.
Watch this hit right here. That's by Bobby Acropolis, the freshman forward for Brick High School, and he caught the Memorial player with his head down a little bit, and through a beautiful check, using his shoulder and the trunk of his body. Take a look here. This is what I was telling you about. Watch the lower right-hand side of your screen. There you see the ref going down. It looks to be Acropolis again, or maybe it was Brad Weber for Brick. The two of them hit the ice.
Brick trying to keep the puck in, the lay offside, and they'll let Memorial just play through the center. Now it's finally picked up by Malika. And Memorial just clears the zone. They're not mounting much of an offensive attack here, and we have 6:12 to play in the first period. Long headman pass goes too far ahead, and automatic icing, and the puck comes back outside the blue line.
Yes, but Mick, if you notice, Brick has not had any real good scoring chances either. We talked to Coach Boynahan before the game, and he said, I just want to keep it close through two periods. When we get to the third period, our boys will be so pumped up, they'll take it from there.
Well, that's been their strategy. It's paid off so far, and a good look there at Jake Kale. He really hasn't been tested here in the first period. The face-off goes to his left.
Jake Kale is a senior, but this is his third year starting on the varsity.
Face-off is won by Schlegel. Shot toward the net. Kale blocks it off nicely, and he holds on to stop play.
At times, Kale squared himself to the shooter. He had the shot in sight all the way, used the big pads to make the save, and then pounced on the rebound for the whistle. Here we take a look at it. Nice move. Good camera angle right here. We see the shot come in, save with the right pad, cover with the left hand.
Nice job by Kale to cover up. Keep this game scoreless with 6 minutes to play in the first period. Nice hit by John Rushland to dislodge the puck, and now Brick tries to clear the zone, and they can't. It's tipped ahead, and as a 3-on-1 up they hurry. Acropolis, what a drive, and this one goes wide. And the puck comes all the way out of the zone, picked up by Schlegel. He comes back 2-on-1. Schlegel passes, and it goes just off the stick of Chase and harmlessly to the left corner. Chase with a nice hit, and it'll stay in at the point. This shot is deflected. It goes up and over the glass, out of play.
Good pressure right there, both sides, back and forth. First it was Brick coming down. The shot by Acropolis goes just wide. And then on the rebound, all the way the other way, it was Tom Schlegel on the 2-on-1. He slid the pass across ice to Randy Chafe, but Randy couldn't quite handle the pass. It slithered into the corner and lost the scoring opportunity.
Well, each team with glorious chances here with 5:24 to play in the first. Face-off just outside the Brick Township end. And this puck is dumped back into the corner. Sorrentino gives chase, and he tries to tie it up. Centering pass, but nobody home. Morgan goes behind the net. He'll try to center it. They play back to Morgan, who tries to turn the corner. And now Kale just comes out and dives on the puck, and a hit after the whistle, but no penalty call.
Again, the physical play coming up here. We're going to take a look at the puck as it comes out from behind the net. Right there, Kale falls on the puck, and then the two players just come together, boom, right there. No harm, no foul.
Sorrentino has been active, and a good look at Kale, who starting to get tested now. As Memorial starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Mick, the last 2 or 3 minutes, the ice is tilting a little bit to our right. A lot more pressure down in front of Jay Kale.
Tom Schlegel will take this draw for Rick Memorial. And Acropolis wins it for Brick. Sorrentino behind his own net, plays forward. They try to set up Weesey, and Weesey comes across the line. Weesey centers a pass ahead to Iannello. Man in front, Acropolis just shoots it over the fallen goaltender. Kiernan did a nice job of hanging in with Acropolis on the doorstep, and now they clear the puck.
Kiernan did a super job on that play. He challenged the shooter, came out, did not allow him to set up, and forced Acropolis to shoot over the net.
Here comes Ruiz as he gets the puck into the Brick Memorial end, but it's broken up, and back the other way in a hurry comes Jay Brooks. Brooks trying to get the puck in his forehand, lost it as it goes to the corner. Chaff will go in the corner. He'll try to center it. Chaff can't kick it free, and back the other way comes Brick. Kinney lost the handle on it. Picked up again by Chaff. Chaff looking to center the puck. Takes it deep behind the net. Stays on his feet. Finally intercepted by Hoffman, and Eric Hoffman will come out for Brick. Hoffman plays through to Weesey. Weesey just dumps it in, and Brick wants a line change. Bennett from behind his own net gets the puck forward to the neutral zone. Morgan can't get it there, but it's just dumped into the end by Fred Tester. Steve Acropolis behind his own net tries to get it forward to Jeremy Dykeman. Dykeman right in front of the Memorial bench. And each team just playing catch in the neutral zone, and what a hit leveled by Sorrentino.
That was the best hit of the night. Fred Testa, the senior, was leveled right at the center ice red line.
Rick will just dump this one in. No icing as it finally picked up by Brick, and each team looking for a line change. And Kiernan will just wrap it around with Asher all the way to the right wing side. Here's a good hit by Justin Bennett. A one-timer missed by Andrew Kinney, and Memorial tries to clear. The puck comes out of the zone, and up and over the glass, we have a stoppage of play. Let's take a look at this heavy hit by Sorrentino, who's really throwing his weight around tonight.
This is beautiful. Right there, an open ice hit. The Memorial player had his head down. Now here we're going to see the pass right in front. Watch right there. Notice the goaltender Kiernan coming out, anticipating that pass as it was coming across. A quick shot, got a piece of it. It went up over the net and consequently out of play.
And Bobby Acropolis with the best scoring chance tonight for Brick. Scoreless here with 2:41 to play in the first period. Hope you're enjoying the action on the Comcast Network. Puck rolls easily to the net. Memorial picks it up, and back comes Tom Schlegel. Schlegel leveled as he was on the near side board. Sorrentino sidesteps a check. He plays ahead for Weesey. Weesey at center ice. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Across the line comes Bobby Acropolis. Takes it deep in the left wing corner. Tries to throw it on a centering pass on the backhand. It was broken up. Chris Caruso trying to fire up at the corner as the players crash. Acropolis with a shot. That's saved. Acropolis throws it to the net again, and Kiernan dives on the loose puck to stop play.
Again, the pressure being picked up here. The good forechecking by Brick, keeping the puck down in the Brick Memorial zone. Puck buzzing all around, but Brick not able to capitalize. We're going to take a look at the shot. Good leg pad save there.
Well, Acropolis got it back.
And then, you see right there, Mick, second time, and then another poke. But again, Kiernan able to fall on a rebound, able to use his glove, and here you see some of the action in the corner as two players collide. They kind of twist and fall together.
Memorial clears the zone. That puck's offsides. It's touched up by Dan O'Connor. And play a stop. Faceoff will come outside of the Brick Memorial end. Again, 1:53. And you see the shots. Well, Memorial has had two good chances, but Brick has held the upper hand in shots on goal. Still was scoreless with 1:53 to play in the first.
Nick, we're inside 2 minutes. This is exactly what Brick Memorial wanted to do.
Number 1 seed against the 6th seed, and Kiernan will just stick the easy shot aside. Justin Bennett picks it up behind his own net. Memorial can't clear, though, as Bennett goes back in the corner to pick it up with O'Connor. Centering pass. Nobody home now. A quick backhand is blocked off nicely. And back the other way comes Mike Cromick. Plays onside. Shot. Nice easy pad save by Jake Kale. Shot didn't have a lot on it. And hurrying back to the puck is just John Rushton. He gets the puck ahead to Bennett. Bennett pinned along the boards as he comes outside to neutral ice. Nice hit by Comic. Dislodged the puck, but Memorial can't clear. Finally, it's picked up by Schlegel with 1 minute left in the period. He tried to come out 2-on-2. Was broken up and just plays ahead where Eric Hoffman will corral it for Brick. Hoffman tries the centering pass, intercepted by Schaff. Goes deep in the near corner. 42 seconds left. Weesey tries to play forward. Weesey. The play onside, carries across the line, still going, rolls a shot to the net, and Kiernan just sticked it aside. Puck skips off the stick of Steve Acropolis and comes back to the neutral zone.
Nice play by Kyle Weesey there. That time he used the defenseman a little bit as a screen, cut to the middle, let a nice shot go, but Ryan Kiernan went down with his right arm and made that save.
14 seconds to go here in the period. The puck at neutral ice, finally picked up by Schlegel. He may try to get one more shot as the period winds down. And we'll have a stoppage with just 6 seconds left.
Brick Memorial really has to be happy. Their goal to keep this game close. They're doing an excellent job. They've had some real good scoring opportunities. The few good scoring opportunities Brick has had so far this evening, Ryan Kiernan, the goaltender, has come up big.
Big draw here. We'll see if Memorial can get a shot away. With just 6 seconds to go, they're putting Bennett back at the point. And Mike Cromick, one of the better face-off men, will take this draw against Nick Iannello for Brick. Nope, they're going to put Bobby Acropolis in the face-off circle. The draw is controlled by Acropolis. It goes to the corner. Bennett shovels it forward. The puck goes off the blocker of Kale, and time expires.
Boy, that was close, Mick. I didn't think there was anything going to happen when the puck went into the corner, but it was centered with about 2 seconds, and Jake Kale came up big again.
Well, let's get another look at it.
Watch this, off the faceoff. Now remember, there's only 6 seconds left. There's the centering pass, and quick shot, boom, right there. Kale, already down, anticipating the shot, blocks it with his right arm.
Well, Fred Testa almost came up big, but we have played 1 period, and we are scoreless. We'll come back with highlights in a moment here on the Comcast Network. Stay with us.
Know what Comcast customers can get besides great cable TV? Sprint long distance, and a deal that'll blow you away. Up to 30 minutes of free long distance calling every month for a year when you order Sprint from Comcast. Not to mention Sprint Sense with dime-a-minute rates. So call Comcast and start talking up a storm. Comcast, everything you connect with.
The Philadelphia Phantoms are hot. They're the Flyers' future, but why wait? The Flyers' top farm club has already broken a 59-year-old AHL record for consecutive home wins, filling the Coors State Spectrum Ice with goals at a dizzying pace. The Phantoms are brand new, exciting, high-scoring, and certainly entertaining. They're also live on the Comcast network.
Thank you, Mike.
30 center.
3, 2, 1.
Go back.
And hello, everyone. I'm Bill McAtee. Welcome.
It is a great feeling.
Pizza.
Sit down.
30 miles an hour today. How is that going to affect you?
Welcome back here to Mennen Arena. We are scoreless after the first period of play in this public final between Brick and Brick Memorial. Mick Moddinghoff and Pete Caggiano tonight, as we have seen a real good first period, Pete. A lot of people didn't think Brick Memorial would be hanging around this long. They're following their game plan to a T.
Right to a T. They wanted to keep it close. They're doing better than that. They have it even. They're putting a lot of pressure on Jay Cale. And when Brick puts the pressure on them, they've been up to the task.
Well, we have seen some pretty good scoring opportunities here in this first period. And I'll tell you what, Brick actually had the better chances early. First, Bobby Acropolis did a nice job of breaking toward the net. But a nice save by Kiernan.
He's uncontested all alone. There comes the centering pass. He knows he has to go high. Puts it just over the top of the net.
Acropolis has had a big tournament. He also had another good scoring opportunity as the period was winding down.
Here he intercepts a clearing pass. Quick shot right on the ice. Look at the left pad save right there. But the rebound comes right back to him. He immediately charges for the rebound, tries again, but again, a good save by Brick Memorial.
Now, oddly enough, from that point, Brick Memorial then kind of picked up the pace as they were being outshot early. But we said they stated their game plan, and then as the period wound down, Brick Memorial actually had a couple of decent scoring chances. It's the kind of game that they want to play at this juncture. Just get the puck ahead a little bit, take the opportunity when it presents itself. Nothing fancy.
Brick Memorial is doing a good job. Mick, a little known fact not many people know, Brick Memorial has never beaten Brick High School. They've tied them once back in 1991, but they've never beaten Brick High School. That's their task tonight.
Well, right now they're on pace. You know, we talked about the scoring chance for Brick Memorial. Let's take a look at the final scoring chance just as the period was winding down. Justin Bennett did a nice job of centering a pass, and Fred Testa almost came up big at the buzzer.
There was only a few seconds remaining. Good quick centering pass. Jay Cale anticipated it, went down, but you notice there he lost it for a second. You saw him scatter back and forth looking for that loose puck, but time had expired just at that moment.
Well, 8-5 with shots in the first period. We'll come back with the start of the second period in a moment in a scoreless game between Brick and Brick Memorial right here on the Comcast Network.
This week on Viewfinder, travel back in time with the popular learning songs of Schoolhouse Rock. The famous cartoons come to life at the Society Hill Playhouse in Philadelphia. Then travel through the galaxy with entertainment reporter Joel Gibbs and his movie review of the special edition Star Wars trilogy. And finally, our Viewfinder crew goes behind the scenes at a nostalgic concert event featuring interviews and live performances from Eddie Money and Foreigner. It's all on the next edition of Viewfinder here on the Comcast Network.
What lower round draft pick just might stun the NBA by becoming his team's leading rebounder this year? The Sporting News knows. Do you? What hot goalie will dominate NHL offenses to power his team to a great season? The Sporting News knows. Do you? What surprising rookie sensation could send his team soaring into the Super Bowl? The Sporting News knows, and you can too when you call now to claim your no-cost 4-issue Sporting News mini subscription. Plus, reserve these great sports binoculars free. When it comes to the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, and the NHL, nobody keeps you in the know quite like the Sporting News. What GM's blockbuster trades will turn his pretenders into pennant contenders next season? The Sporting News knows, and now you will too. Call now for your no-cost 4-issue Sporting News mini subscription. If you like it, get 24 more issues, 28 in all, for 4 easy payments of just $4.99. Plus, get these great binoculars free with your paid subscription. Call now.
Welcome back here. We get ready for the start of the second period. We are scoreless with Brick Memorial and Brick. And after the first period, well, what is Pat Boyhan thinking, the head coach of Brick Memorial?
Right now he's probably thinking, don't pinch me. I don't want to wake up. We got through the first period just fine. 2 more towards our goal.
His counterpart, Bob Ariema, has got to be thinking, hey, this isn't supposed to be happening.
Oh, not at all. I'm sure he didn't express it to the team, but I bet you he's worried. He did not expect to be tied after the first period.
Well, it could be somewhat of an upset in the making. As you mentioned during the intermission, Pete, Memorial Green tonight has never beaten Brick. They've tied once in their storied history, and this is the first time since the school split that they didn't play each other during the regular season.
It just didn't work out that way. They both play in the New Jersey Interscholastic Ice Hockey League, but for some reason they're in different divisions and did not play against each other. But due to the fact they're both public school teams, they both qualified for this tournament.
Bobby Acropolis in white for Brick will take the face-off against Tom Schlegel from Memorial in green. Schlegel wins the draw. It goes back to Caruso, who will try to start out. Brick wants to play forward for Acropolis. He's hit nicely by Rushman. Now the puck behind the net. Schlegel trying to corral it in the corner. And the puck harmlessly rolls in front of Kiernan, and Ryan Kiernan will just go on his knees, cover up, and stop play.
Smart play by Ryan Kiernan, the goaltender. That time, as you mentioned, harmlessly. We're going to see the play start developing from behind the net. Comes in front, just deflected there. Good play right there by the Brick defenseman. That was John Ruchelin, the junior. Took the Brick player out of the game, and that time Kiernan was able to smother the puck right in front.
Matt Morgan will take the face-off for the Mustangs, and he wins the draw. Bennett picks it up, tries to play through. Sorrentino has a drive, but it whistles way wide. And Steve Acropolis will keep the puck in the zone. Justin Bennett tries to deflect forward to center ice. Nobody there. And this will roll all the way the length of the 200 feet, and icing is called.
Mick, I want to see how the teams come out for this second period. In the first period, they both came out tentative. They weren't sure how to treat this game. They weren't sure what to expect from the other side. By the end of the first period, it was fine. They were both smashing each other. They were both shooting well. Now they had a 15-minute break. Let's see how they come out here in the second period. Are they going to come out tentative again, or are they going to pick up right where they left off after the first?
Silvers goes to the bench as who's going to take the draw here? It'll be Schlegel once again. Schlegel will take this draw against Scott Malacca. Brick in white tonight. Memorial in green, and this puck just goes to center ice, and giving chase is John Rushland behind his own net. Rushland gets ahead of steam and plays forward. Gets the puck up to Jay Brooks. Brooks onside, comes across the line, will take a shot, sticks the side nicely by Kale. And Schlegel goes behind his own, behind the net. Nice job by Brooks to corral the puck, takes it deep in the right corner, spun off by Ruiz. But it doesn't come out of the zone. Finally, it comes to center ice, and we may get a line change for each team, and we will. Weesey has the puck at the blue line. He's broken up, and Memorial comes back the other way. Morgan just dumps it behind the net, now gives chase. Morgan with a nice hit, tries to freeze the puck. Bobby Acropolis sends it back the other way. Here comes Sorrentino. Sorrentino almost sprung a man away, and Weesey, the puck goes too far ahead, and the goaltender Kiernan comes out and just sticks it to the board.
Good aggressive play by Kiernan that time, making sure that the forward from Brick did not have a chance to play that puck.
Kiernan stops the puck behind his own net again as Memorial tries to come out. Bobby Acropolis giving chase and dumps it behind Kiernan. Bennett with a nice pin. Take his man off the play, and Fromick gets the puck outside the zone, but we'll get a line change as Brick just dumps it back in. Morgan wants to play forward and can't. Broken up at the blue line by Steve Acropolis. Now Morgan clears the zone. He's going to give chase. He'll try to get there first, but Eric Hoffman comes in and sends the puck back to the red line. Well, they don't use the red line here. That's the first reference to that tonight. No center line in high school hockey. Pass to the net. Broken up nicely by Steve Acropolis. And he'll clear the zone.
Actually, Mick, the center ice line is used for icing only, not for key line passes. You can shoot the puck from your defensive zone all the way to the other team's blue line.
Puck just jumped in, and Rick Memorial tries to clear, but it's kept in at the point by Steve Acropolis. His shot goes wide. Chop gives chase, but cannot clear. And now Kiernan will put the big mid on it and stop play. Well, Rick Memorial having trouble getting the puck out of their own zone.
Well, that's Rick's good forechecking. They're doing a nice job buzzing around the net. They're doing a nice job whenever the puck is out of the zone. They immediately dump it back in and play that dump and chase style.
How do you like the play of Kiernan so far? Anytime the puck goes behind the net, he's makes sure he gets a stick on it, slows it down, and tries to derail any play that Rick might have stirring.
Well, you know he's into the game. He's the kind of kid that likes to get involved. Even when the puck's down at the other end, watch him. He's moving around. He's watching the game. He's a good guy. When I refereed the game against Chatham and he had the shootout, he was joking in between the shots. And he stopped 4 or 5 in that shootout to propel the team to the next game against Bayonne.
Good look at Andrew Kinney, a freshman, to take this face-off. He'll go against Jay Brooks for Memorial. And equipment stoppage as you got to lock up that helmet.
Chin straps must be fastened. There you see Bob Treby doing a little housework there.
Well, we're set for the draw. Jay Brooks wins the draw. It goes back to Rushland. They'll just wind it around the board. Caruso trying to get it free. Finally, they get it ahead to Schlegel, and Schlegel comes out trying to go past Steve Acropolis. Gets the puck to center ice. Brooks knocked off the play nicely by Eric Hoffman. Hoffman circles behind his own net. Puts it on his backhand, plays through, but it's picked up at center ice by Schlegel, who'll just dump it back in. And each team going to change on the fly. Hoffman has it broken up right in front of the brick net, but Brooks couldn't get a shot away.
That was dangerous. Almost Jake Cale that time had to be super sharp.
Here comes Steve Acropolis. And a nice break for Weesey. Comes in, shot, sliding save made by Kiernan.
Wow, what a save by Kiernan. Throwing his body straight right across, makes the save.
Centering pass, Weesey had a poke at it. Acropolis another poke, and Kiernan comes up big again.
There he is, Ryan Kiernan. 16-6-1 this year. 2.36 goals against average, and here you'll see why. Watch this save. This is Weesey as he walks around the defenseman. There's a left-handed shot coming in on the right side. Notice how early Kiernan went down, but he covered the whole net and made that save. And then right after that, there's a centering pass right in front. Again, Kiernan goes down and blocks it with his right arm.
Memorial clears the zone. Finally picked up by Kromick, but he cannot get ahead of Steve, and back comes Brick. Dyson takes it behind the net. He's ridden off the play nicely, and here comes Kromick. And we have a delay offside, and Brick will change on the fly. Morgan wants to come out of his own end, broken up at center ice. Sorrentino gives it right back to Morgan, and Morgan's going to try to turn the corner on him. Gets by him, takes the one-timer, and it whistles wide. And the goaltender hangs on. It wasn't really a shot on goal. It was a little bit behind the net, but Cale did a nice job of gloving it.
Cale did a real nice job. Good play right here. He moves to the outside. There you see he beats Justin Sorrentino to the outside, regains his balance, now squares himself up, watch his hard shot. Looks like it's going right about on that post. But Jake Cale sticks the left glove out and holds on.
Cale comes up with the mid again. Face-off is to his left. Important to win the face-off in your own end, and Brick does. Brick trying to clear the zone, and here comes Kyle Weesey, who had 2 good scoring opportunities. Weesey across the line, keeps it himself, takes it to the right corner. Wants to dump it back in the slot. Here's a one-timer by Sorrentino. The save is made. Turnaround shot never came off the stick of Acropolis, and it looks like we got a 2-on-2 back the other way. Memorial dumps it into the corner. Can't get a stick on it. And a puck comes through the slot. Nobody there. And here's a 3-on-2 with Brick Hurry. Bobby Acropolis on the wing. Takes a shot high over the net. And it rolls off the Asher. And once again, Rick with another great scoring opportunity.
What a head of steam by Bobby Acropolis as he flew down the right side. Shot went just wide and over the top.
Lucy in his own end plays for Ruiz. He'll try to clear the zone, but it's intercepted by Cromick. Cromick stood up nicely at the blue line. The puck rolls through. A shot goes deflecting off the stick of Kale, but no harm there. Unfortunately, Memorial couldn't get a rebound, and when this play is offside, the shot never really counts.
Wow, both actions back and forth again. We're seeing both teams really picking up the pace. There you take a look at Ryan Kiernan, the goaltender. We're going to watch some of the action coming up. There's the check on center ice, but watch this. Quick shot. Kale doesn't seem to be playing that, at least that particular shot, very well. He was down early, used the right arm, but gave up the rebound. It came right back in front. That could cost him later on.
That was what I was saying. The reference, unfortunately, the rebound, nobody was there to control it. It was loose, but Memorial couldn't get to it in time. This puck being frozen along the near corner boards. Finally, it comes free. And once again, Kiernan with a sliding save. The puck goes back to the point. Hoffman's shot is knocked down. It's still loose in the slot. Just slid to the net, and Kiernan will cover up. Brian Barnfield, I believe. No, that was Scott Malacca from his knees, just rolled it toward the net.
Watch this pressure right there. Notice the save. Again, Kiernan's going down, but when he goes down, he stacks the pads and takes up a lot of space. There you're going to see another shot coming up in front. Right there, from on his knees, the Brick player takes the shot. Here we're going to see a little action. Again, watch Kiernan. He's seeing the puck all the way going down, taking up as much space as possible, and then holding on for the rebound.
Malacca from his knees almost found the 5-hole. Here's Lisi. His shot is deflected. Memorial tries to clear the zone. They finally will as Chapp gets it ahead. Hoffman tries to dump it back in, and here's a break. Here comes Brooks, one-on-one, shot, score! And Jay Brooks gets the first goal of the game, and Memorial takes a 1-0 lead.
Usually it takes a good save by a goaltender on one end to make an offensive thrust the other way, and that's exactly what happened.
Jay Brooks gets the goal.
For Jay, that's his 14th goal, excuse me, his 15th goal of the year, to go with 15 assists for 30 points.
Get another look at it.
Here we're going to see, there's the pass from deep in his own zone. There's Brooks onside, taking the puck at center ice, going in directly at Jay Kale. Fakes the backhand, he'll cut to the forehand, and slips it just between his legs.
1-0 on the goal by Jay Brooks, his 15th of the season. We have 7:53 to play here in the second period, and Memorial leads it 1-0. We'll see if Brick now picks up the intensity. Again, Brick Memorial in green tonight. Brick's in white. Nice hit leveled by Kromick, and the puck comes straight to center ice. They're trying to play through ahead to Iannello. Iannello tries the centering pass. Ruiz can't find it. And once again, they get it ahead to Morgan. Morgan one-on-one with Sorrentino. Tries to go between the legs. Gets his stick back on the puck. They'll throw it back to the point. Here's a drive. This one is slowed down. It goes wide. Sorrentino throws it behind his own net, but it doesn't come out of his own. Kromick will keep it in. Kromick tries to play ahead to Testa. Testa and Sorrentino try to freeze the puck in the corner. Finally kicked free. And Bobby Acropolis will bring it forward for Brick. Sidestep the check. Acropolis stays on his feet nicely. Comes across the blue line. Spins and puts it on the backhand. But he's broken up by Brooks. And here comes Schlegel. Tom Schlegel on the left wing. And we have a whistle. And it may be an icing call.
That's exactly what icing will bring the puck all the way down. But there we take a look at Jay Brooks. Breakaway goal. Outstanding, faked the backhand, went to the forehand, slid the puck through the 5-hole. Here we're going to take a good look at it. Here we see him right from the blue line in. His head's up, he knows what he's going to do with it. There you see him make the move, watch it slide just through, just inside that far post. And Brick Memorial takes the 1-0 lead, and we're halfway through the game. and they're right on target for where they want to be.
Upset in the making? Well, maybe so. Brick Memorial, the 6th seed. This centering pass goes right through the crease, but nobody there. And Memorial will clear the zone. Hoffman gives chase as he feels the heat from Jay Brooks. Steve Acropolis trying to play forward ahead to Dan O'Connor, a little too far. Bennett behind his own net. Crossing pass. A little too far ahead, and here's Hoffman's shot. It's deflected. Oh, it almost went in. Kiernan got a piece of it. Centering pass again. And Barnfield couldn't control. He was written off the play. Brooks, nice job of stick handling. Clears the zone and gets it to center ice. Brooks almost broke that one up. Rick almost got caught in the line change. Malaka plays forward. Here is Manger. Manger's shot knocked down by Kiernan. Kiernan throws it in front. A one-timer by Kinney. Stick aside by Kiernan. Kiernan's been busy in the second period. He has met every challenge. And once again, Brooks gets it ahead. He's with Morgan, 2-on-2. Tries a crossing pass, and Morgan runs into the goaltender in the post, and the mooring get dislodged.
Big collision right in front right there. They're going to take the face-off and move it outside as it was the Brick Memorial player crashing into Jake Kale, causing that stoppage of play. But again, you mentioned the great goaltending. We saw it on one end. Here you're going to see that centering pass. Notice the good back-checking, holding this stick up. That's Steve Acropolis, the junior, doing a good job tying up the forward coming in.
And to see the pressure on Keenan here, he went down and just kicked it aside.
Ooh. You can see right there from that angle, no more than 2 or 3 inches wide of that post.
We have 5:32 to play here in the second period. Brick Memorial in green with a 1-0 lead over Brick. And this puck rolls into the Memorial end. Nice hit. And Ianello picks it up. Backhander sticked aside by Kiernan. He never got the shot away.
Went off the toe of the stick, did not get all of it, but that was a good opportunity.
Ianello puts it on his backhand, now wants the circle. Silver applying the pressure. This one is sticked aside, and Acropolis was just off the doorstep, not ready for the rebound. Cronin plays forward to center ice. Here comes Fred Tuska. He's just going to dump it in, and Brick Memorial wants a line change. Louise from his own zone plays forward. This one comes up to Barnfield. Barnfield sidesteps the check, throws it on his backhand, shoots it wide. Ianello ridden off the play nicely, and Bennett will pick it up. Memorial wants to clear. It came out of the zone, then went back in, and Dykeman is offside for Brick.
Brick Memorial doing all the little things to make it work tonight. There you take a look at Tom Schagel, the senior. 14 goals, 18 assists, 32 points. Probably one of the fastest skaters on the ice tonight. And always hustling.
He has had the responsibility of taking almost every major face-off tonight for Brick Memorial.
Well, we talked to Pat Boylan, the coach. He said he's only going to rotate about 8 or 10 players. So they're only going with 2 lines. There you see the shots on goal, 17-8. But the score is just the other way around. It's 1-0 in favor of Brick Memorial.
And that's where it counts. On this face-off is controlled by O'Connor. Dan O'Connor almost broken up. And here is an onside play. Schlegel had it on his backhander, ridden off the play nicely as Hoffman deflected that puck and then took it to the corner. And no one can slow this one down. It comes all the way out of the zone, and Kiernan will leave it for the defenseman. Here comes Brooks. They'll play forward. And this puck rolls across the goal line, and icing called the other way.
It seems apparent now what Brick Memorial is trying to do. They are hanging a forward somewhere in the center ice area, looking to get that breakout pass to score. It worked on the first goal. It almost worked there with Schlegel.
Good look at each goaltender in a 1-0 Brick Memorial game. Kiernan's been testing a little bit more tonight, but he has come up big. And the face-off this time is to his left. This time Morgan will take the face-off for Brick Memorial. It is won by Morgan, but a shot by Acropolis just deflected by the goaltender. Centering pass, a little too far ahead, and Louise comes to the near corner boards to pick it up. They'll try to center this one. Lucy has a shot, knocked down by Kiernan. The rebound loose and a whistle. I think we're going to have penalties each way.
We're going to have coincidental minors right there, probably for roughing or high sticking. But what a battle in front of the net right there. Kiernan trying to see what's going on, and he has to look through a maze of players. Here we're going to see the pass
Number 4 on the
from
green.
Iannello.
And number 6 on the white. Both have rough.
There you see it on the right-hand side of your screen. Now watch right there. They go once. Acropolis will go back a second time. And our official said, that's enough. Let's take both players to the box.
Silvers and Acropolis. What was that, Rushland? Go off on Coincidental Miners with 3:40 to play here. A good look at Bobby Acropolis in the box. He's had some great scoring chances tonight, so they'll miss him for 2 minutes.
Now in high school hockey this year, they'll still play 5-on-5. It almost turns into a 2-minute misconduct. You do not lose on-ice strength.
Shot just rolls in on Kiernan, and Ryan Kiernan comes up big. It was 44, that is Silvers, in the penalty box.
Now both of those players will have to wait for a whistle after the 2 minutes expires before they can re-enter the game.
Again, you see the score with Brick Memorial, an upset in the making here. The 6th seed right now leading to the top seed in the public championship game. Schlegel behind his own net, plays for Caruso. Caruso cannot clear the zone. Sorrentino knocked it down with a man in front. Sorrentino puts it on the forehand of sliding Caruso, blocked off nicely, and this puck will be sent back the other way by Brooks.
Outstanding play by Caruso. He stayed right with the shooter, went down, blocked the shot, and then did a good job clearing the puck.
And here's Brooks again, if he can get there in time. The goaltender comes out, and this will be just knocked over the boards by Kale.
More than that, it's going to be a penalty against Jake Kale. You cannot take the puck and shoot it directly out of the rink without it either hitting the boards or another player. And because of that play right there, with just 3:04 remaining in the second period, Brick Memorial is going to go up on the power play.
So the penalty is actually assessed to the goaltender. We'll get another look at it here. He saw Brooks coming in and just fired it out of harm's way, but you can't do that.
Tough break. He knew he had to come out and get the puck before the Brick Memorial player caught up to it, but he was a little too strong, shot it up over the glass into the stands, and because of that, another player who was on the ice at the time will sit 2 minutes in the box.
So power play here for Memorial with 3:04 to play, so they'll play almost the rest of the second period with the advantage, barring any other penalty.
What a big opportunity right here for Brick Memorial. If they can put one in here and go up by 2 at the end of 2, that'll be tremendous for them.
Morgan had it deflected and almost found its way to the net, and Kale will put the glove on it to stop play. Well, they got it back to the point, and Morgan let it go, and it was deflected. And Kale was there to knock down the rebound.
Again, it all comes off the face-off. When you win the face-off, things happen. That time, Brick Memorial won the face-off, and they almost scored.
Once again, it'll be Schlegel on the draw against Kyle Weesey in white. Schlegel's in green for Brick Memorial. Draw was won by Weesey. Plays forward ahead to Iannello. Iannello tries to spring Weesey away, but can't. Dave Brooks, who has the goal tonight, picks it up and throws it back in the Brick end. Schlegel on a pressure the goaltender. He winds it around the board. Rushland knocked it down, but here comes Brick. This is Steve Acropolis across the line. Takes the drive, a whistle, and I believe the play was offside, so if it went in, it wouldn't have counted.
Right there, what you saw, the Brick Memorial player back checking did an excellent job, just kind of ushering the player over. Here we're going to see the plays develops on the right side, and the shot here, which doesn't count because the whistle had blown, but you see on your left-hand part of your screen there, that was the player from Brick that was kind of just bumped at the blue line, just enough to put him ahead of the play, and that's why the offside was called.
Still Acropolis with a nice shot, even though it didn't count. Morgan will take the draw for Brick Memorial against Scott Malacca. And Memorial controls the draw. Back in the zone to pick it up with Rushland. Tries to play forward. Malacca doing a nice job of trying to freeze the puck. Close come free with 1:16 left in this Brick Memorial power play. And Matt Morgan wants to come out of his own end. Nice deep there, and Morgan continues to bring the puck to center ice, and now just dumps it in. Taylor goes behind his net. It comes all the way back to Morgan. Tries to roll it into the slot, and Brick will clear it. And Brick doing a pretty good job of killing their power play as they send out a new unit. With 49 seconds left in the advantage. And here's an icing call. Don't want to ice the puck when you have a man advantage.
No, not at all. Now, not only do you lose the momentum of the play, the faceover is brought all the way back in front of your own goaltender. There we take a look at the penalty box for Brick High School. And we are here at the William G. Mennen Arena.
Very nice facility for ice hockey.
And again, our thanks go to Reynolds Fossey and his staff here for all their hospitality.
Hope you enjoy the action tonight. Brick Memorial leads 1-0 over Brick. The 6th seed leading the top seed here in the championship public game. Jay Brooks wants to start out this Tom Schlegel. Chris Caruso will now start out. Caruso just dumps this one in. Kale will block it off as Schlegel is hovering right around the net.
Kale that time not too aggressive with the stick. Notice he didn't want to take any chances clearing that puck. He says, I'll just hold on to it right now and we'll take the face-off.
31 seconds left in the man advantage for Brick Memorial. Face-off comes to Kale's right. Been a little busier since this power play went into effect. But he's the man that started it.
He's the guy who came into this game with a 2.16 goals against average, including 3 shutouts in a row in this tournament.
Jay Brooks on the draw. Lost it. Steve goes behind his own net. Brick looks to start out. And they'll just shoot the puck to length of the ice. No icing here as they are down a man for the next 18 seconds. And they have 1:20 to play here in the second period. Louis plays forward to Acropolis. He's broken up. And back the other way comes Randy Chapman. Chapman hit hard along the near boards, and the puck goes all the way behind Kale. But an interception, and a shot goes right off the top of the net as Kale had to roll up his arm. Here's a centering pass. Loose in front. Kale can't come up with it, and Brick will finally clear the puck. Morgan trying to keep it in, along with Brooks. Morgan lost his stick, and a nice play defensively by John Rushland to break up a possible one-on-one back the other way.
Nick, you can't get any closer than that. I think that bounced right on top of the net.
It did. Here comes Memorial. This play is offside. And Kyle Weesey, just couldn't keep the skate on the blue line. He picked it up, and that made the play go offside.
That's exactly what happened. He tried to hold the line, but his momentum was carrying him forward, and he just picked up the back foot the instant the puck crossed the line.
Now let's take another look at the golden scoring opportunity for Memorial. The puck was deflected. Ooh, it went right on top of the cage.
Right there, though, that time Jay Kale was square to the shooter. He had the angle covered. It was deflected, popped up over his shoulder, and landed right on top of the net.
And that was the goal scorer, Jay Brooks, who had the deflection. So Brooks has been busy tonight. 26 seconds to play here in the second. Bennett hit hard. And we may have a boarding call here. Or is it just offside?
I think we're going to have an icing. They're going to bring it back. It was shot from this half of the red line across the goal line, and they'll bring it back. Tonight's officials, veteran officials, they're really not looking to call penalties. If they can get away with letting the boys play, they will do that. Here you're going to see some of that activity. What makes this a little dangerous is you take a look right there. Justin Bennett does not see the second Brick player coming in from the side. And there you see the momentum taking him up over the boards, almost into the Brick bench.
It was a legal hit.
Yes.
22 seconds to play here in the second. Memorial wins the draw. Bennett has his shot deflected. And Steve Acropolis will get there first. And it rolls off his stick. He doesn't get a shot away. Tries to send it behind the net. Bobby Acropolis. Now it goes back to the point. Sorrentino wants to drive. Caught by the goaltender, Kiernan. Sorrentino let it fly. The second big shot he's taken tonight. But Kiernan comes up big.
Kiernan, the goaltender, again, squaring himself to the shooter. Went down on his knees, though. He's dropping down a lot, forcing himself to use the gauntlet, the catching glove, quite a bit more than he should.
You know, sometimes a team during the playoffs can ride the hot goaltender. And I think that's exactly what Brick Memorial's doing tonight. Back to the point. Ruiz lets it go. Caught again by Kiernan. And he will let play continue. No, they stop play.
Was that a replay, Mick? It looked like the exact same thing.
No, it was not. But this guy's getting the workout. Now let's take the first shot here by Sorrentino.
Right there, coming right at his head. Kiernan goes down on his knees, makes the catch right in front of his face.
You got to credit his defenseman for not getting in his own way, letting him take a clear sight line to the puck so he can make the catch.
1 second remaining here on the clock. This has to be right off the face-off.
And the second period comes to a close, and we'll see if any of the Brick Memorial players show little signs of emotion as they lead this game 1-0, due in large part to the play of Ryan Kiernan, the goaltender.
Kiernan coming up big time and time again. They're within 15 minutes of their goal. 1 period to go.
Brick Memorial leads Brick 1-0 here in this public championship. We'll come back with more in a moment on the Comcast Network.
I'm Steve Adubato. Join me as I go one-on-one with Dick Morris, Bill Clinton's former top political strategist. You know Dick Morris, resigned in disgrace. Very well-publicized sex scandal. Author of a new book, Behind the Oval Office, Winning the Presidency in the 90s. One-on-one with Dick Morris, right here on the Comcast Network.
This is about the bond issue.
We're good to go. And rolling cakes.
Hello, I'm Lynn Doyle, and this is Comcast Newsmakers.
Doing an outstanding job in this partnership with
The obvious question here is,
Comcast Newsmakers Doyle, a new approach to the way you watch the people who make news happen. Twice every hour at 25 minutes past the hour and 30 minutes later at 55 minutes after the hour. Comcast Newsmakers, only on CNN Headline News.
Comcast Sports Talk. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
I'm Mary Amoroso, and this is Comcast Family Talk.
Welcome back here to Mennen Arena. 1-0 Memorial leads the ball game. Mick Moninghoff and Pete Caggiano. I said ball game. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what, great period by Brick Memorial.
Absolutely. They're doing everything they wanted to do. They're actually leading after 2 periods. They have to be happy.
I'll tell you what, they've had the scoring chances also. They'll come their way here in the second period. We'll take a look. Early pressure from Matt Morgan, forcing Kale to come up big. Nice shot here by Morgan.
Morgan does a good job going around the defenseman, takes the quick shot. Jake Kale with a quick left glove makes the save.
Then the goal. John Rushland gets it ahead. Here is Jay Brooks at 6:57. It's his 15th goal of the season. Did a nice job.
Brooks fakes the backhand, goes to the forehand, slips it right between the legs of Jake Kale.
And at the other end, I'll tell you, they're getting the goaltending help from Ryan Kiernan. Celebration here. Brooks with a goal, but like I said, Kiernan coming up big time after time in the second period.
Trailer coming in, taking the slap shot. That's Sorrentino. Good save right there by Kiernan.
So we have played 2 periods, and the upset is in the making as Brick Memorial leads Brick by the score of 1-0. We'll come back with the third period in a moment.
It's hoops heaven all season long, only on the Comcast Network. And it's time for coverage of New Jersey's premier high school basketball event, the First Union Tournament of Champions. Each year, the NJSIAA brings together the Garden State boys and girls group champions to crown one the best in the state. The Comcast Network is proud to bring you the boys and girls semifinals and then the finals on March 24th, live from Rutgers. It's heavenly. It's hoops heaven, only on the Comcast Network.
Let Showtime take you away from those winter doldrums and put you in the wildlife, the nightlife, the good life. Showtime gives you entertainment unlike any other network. Hollywood hits that no one else has. Powerful Showtime original pictures. Special events like Tina Turner's Wildest Dreams concert. And Showtime is America's #1 boxing network. Get on board. Order now. Escape with Showtime. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Amoroso, host of Comcast Family Talk. Tune in every Monday through Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. as we talk about everything from pregnancy to potty training to parent-teen relationships to elder care. And you can call us toll-free to share your thoughts and feelings on the air. So join us at 6 p.m. and make Comcast Family Hour your family hour.
Welcome back to Mennen Arena. You see the score. Brick Memorial, the 6th seed, leading the 1st seed, Brick, and the upset is in the making. And take a look at the shots on goal, Pete.
22-9 in favor of Brick, but I tell you, the scoring chances have been about equal. Brick may have more shots on goal, but the scoring chances have been equal. Here we're going to take a look at some of the pressure all around Kiernan. Shot comes from the point. Good left pad right there, and you see it just trickle wide of that post.
Well, sometimes you have to be lucky, too.
Absolutely.
We get ready for the 3rd period, and Brick in white will control the faceoff. Here is Kyle Weesey. Goes in on Caruso, and Caruso rides him off the puck. Wound around the boards. And can Memorial clear? No, they can't. Ruiz keeps it in. And the puck goes back behind Kiernan. Centering pass. Oh, goes off the crossbars. Bobby Acropolis with another great chance, and this one goes right off the crossbar. Brick keeps the pressure on as Weesey rolls it around the corner. Acropolis behind the net. They'll throw this one all the way back to Ruiz at the point. Fakes the drive, keeps it on his forehand, and he's broken up. And the puck comes to center ice. 2-on-1 up they hurry. Pass ahead goes to Jay Brooks, but Brooks is offside, negating the advantage.
The pass was a little bit slow. He should have gotten up a little quicker, and Brick Memorial offsides.
Right now, we'll take a look at Bobby Acropolis. Another great chance, and this one just goes off the pipe.
What Acropolis does so well right there is he doesn't hesitate. As soon as he gets that pass from the corner, he immediately squares himself to the net, takes a quick wrist shot, and it bangs off the crossbar.
Sorrentino plays forward. Bennett will get there first. Leaves it for Silver. Brian Silver helps Brick send it away. Almost a break again for Morgan, but Sorrentino's back to pick it up. Sorrentino puts the brakes on, plays forward now to Barnfield, and this play is whistled offside.
Again, you saw Brick Memorial trying that breakout pass again. That's how they scored in the 2nd period. They almost got another one in the 2nd period the same way.
Does Brick change anything that they're doing here? They're down by 1. You go away from your game plan. I mean, you got to start to wonder, do we have to open it up? This shouldn't be happening.
It shouldn't be happening, but I think it's a little early to open it up. The point I think we should look for is come this 3rd period, Brick Memorial, as I mentioned, all game has only been rotating a few players. Bob Oriama is telling his players they're going to get tired. They can't go full line shifts anymore. They have to change awful quick. Let's catch them off guard.
Well, here comes a centering pass. They try to get it in front to Iannello. Brick keeps the pressure on. And the faceoff will be in the Brick Memorial end.
Just seems like Brick can't finish the play. Here it starts from the corner. Good centering pass. Right there, you see, he can't handle it. That was a golden opportunity missed right there by Vinny Ruiz. And then the shot, notice Kiernan with the the right arm down, using his stick, opening up the stick to deflect that shot out of the ring.
Once again, Schlegel on this important face-off in his own end for Brick Memorial against Bobby Acropolis. Acropolis won the draw, but it is Schlegel who knocks it to neutral ice, and Brick will have to come back and regroup. Now they just dump it in. Play offside, it's whistled down. And we are winding it down. You see the time left. Brick, 13 minutes and 31 seconds away from, well, maybe an upset as Memorial leads it 1-0.
Well, think of it this way, though, Mick. Whichever team wins this game has to play the winner of Seton Hall and Del Barton. So is that really a prize?
I don't know. I think the winner of this one, no matter if it's champion, still going to come out of Brick. 13:31 the play. It's 1-0 for Memorial. On the faceoff, this is controlled by Brick. And they try to spring a player away. Weesey is pulled down. Is there a call?
No, it's an icing. Weesey took a dive. He was trying to get a call right there.
Spoken like a true official.
Oh, absolutely. Schlegel had a stick on him, but because Weesey had no chance of playing the puck, even if it was a real hook, he wasn't going to get the call. Watch right there on the left-hand side of your screen. A little bit of a dive, a little bit of a tug. Not in a 1-0 game in the third period of a championship game. You'll never get that call.
And this shot just goes across the top of the net. It didn't have a chance of going in, but it was close. And this puck is deflected, and Kale will leave it behind his own net. Ruiz spins in his own zone. And here comes Brick as they want to play out. Head man pass, too far ahead. And this will travel the length of the ice. It goes behind the net. Can't clear. It's picked up by Iannello. Wants to center. Cropper sends it back the other way. Lucy has a shot. It trickled wide. Iannello has it knocked off his stick nicely by Schlegel. And Tom Schlegel tries to clear the zone, but can't. Ruiz kept it in. And we have a whistle as a player's down, and I think it's Schlegel. Tom Schlegel slow to get up. If they lose him, they lose a lot.
Well, he did pop up, but more important, Brick is going to get a penalty for high sticking. Watch the play right here. Boom, you see the hands and the gloves right into the mask and face of Schlegel. And because of that, it looks like Acropolis is going to sit for 2 minutes. Brick, I think, is getting a little frustrated here, trying to do a little too much. That time they got overzealous. Right there, what a good shot we have of it. You saw the hands, the glove, the stick. And then once he has him down, gives him a little bit of the business down there, right on the ice. And our official, Bob Wilson, makes the call.
Second time Acropolis called for a penalty tonight. He has 4 minutes tonight in the box. And the third power play of the night for Brick Memorial. Memorial going to have to come out of their own end. They're on the power play with 1:36 in the man advantage. It's down to almost a half minute and haven't mounted the attack yet. And here comes Mike Cromit trying to play forward, intercepted at the blue line by Steve Acropolis. And this play is offside as the puck came back outside the zone, and then Acropolis just shuffled it across the line.
What actually happened was Steve Acropolis was on the ice, but his skates were over the line. It doesn't matter where your body is. It goes strictly by where your skates are. We're going to take a look at some of the play. There you see Acropolis going down as he loses his edge. And then when the puck goes into the zone, his skates were over the line. There you see it right there.
Great look and a great call. 12:05 to play. Third period action. Brick Memorial leads it 1-0. Brick Memorial on the power play. With 1:14 left in the man advantage. Brick at center ice just dumps it in. John Rushland, who's been one of the stars all season long, tries to get it ahead. Jay Brooks, who has the only goal tonight to start out. Brooks takes it back in his own end. And a slow pass to Caruso. Brooks now gets it ahead. Here comes Schlegel. Tom Schlegel will corner. Ruiz gets chase. He'll try to flip it out the length of the ice, and he does.
Very deliberate, slow-paced power play here by Brick Memorial. They want to make sure they make the right play.
Don't want to get anybody caught out of position. Here comes Tom Schlegel across the line. The play's onside. Takes it into the corner. Now circles behind the net. Schlegel still has it. Looking for a centering pass. Goes back to the point. Bennett has it roll off the stick, and it's intercepted by number 22, Scott Malacca. Malacca in on that, and it rolls off the stick.
That's what we were talking about. Make one mistake, it could cost you. Good thing Kiernan was up to the task.
Still, Malacca never really got a good shot away. Kale leaves it behind his own net to Ruiz. The power play is over. Each team 5 aside. 10:35 to play. Brick Memorial leads it. Here's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. This shot rolls wide by Iannello. All the way around to the right point and out of the zone. Brick will have to set back up. They'll just dump it in and then chase. Justin Bennett lost it behind his own net. Acropolis centering pass. This is shot wide by Iannello. Iannello gets it back. He's looking to center. On his back end. Throws it to the net. And Kiernan goes down and makes the save.
A lot of pressure by Brick. 2 forwards forechecking. They know they have to score. With just about 10 minutes left here in the third period, they're buzzing all around. Watch this quick centering pass. There's the shot. It trickles just wide. And then as play continues, watch as the play comes out from behind the net. That's Nick Iannello. Tries the backhand. Saved by Kiernan. And then the pile up in front.
Well, let's take a look at the breakaway. Malacca came in all alone on Kiernan.
Well, Justin Bennett mishandled the puck right at the blue line. And we're going to see the play right here. He tries to go wide. Notice a good job there by Kiernan, knowing that the Brick player had to go across the net. Used his stick to avoid the pass.
Shot, turnaround, goes off the blocker of Kiernan. Centering pass, knocked down by the defense, but they can't clear. Ruiz, a one-timer, and it goes wide. Red Testa will get there first for Brick Memorial. Memorial in green leads this game 1-0. 9:48 to play in the third period. Malaka takes it away. Leaves it for O'Connor, and his shot goes wide. Sorrentino will get here first. Looking for a centering pass. Memorial breaks it up, and they will clear all the way to center ice. 9:30 to play as Brick Memorial clinging to a one-goal lead. It came in the second period off the stick of Jay Brooks. At center ice, Brick dumps it in, goal offside. Now they can go in after the puck. Jay Brooks sidesteps a check. Tries to spring it free to center ice, but it's picked off by Sorrentino, who plays back the other way for Acropolis. Too far ahead of him, and here comes John Rushland. Brick controls. Steve Acropolis tried a shot. Stick check from behind. This play is a delay offside as Memorial gets there first. Justin Bennett plays forward. The shot kicked out nicely by Kale, I beg your pardon.
There you see that breakaway pass again. Brick Memorial springing that wing right at the opponent's blue line.
Reese stood up at the blue line by Bennett. And now they go at it a little bit. Sorrentino and Reese. Double team in Bennett, but the puck comes free all the way back to the red line on a shot. Glove save Kiernan. He holds on and now leaves off to Bennett.
Almost looked like a rugby scrum right there.
Shot to the net. Kiernan comes up big again. Well, Steve Acropolis let it go from a point, but Kiernan was right here to make the save. Take a look at Bennett in traffic.
Bennett getting a little frisky there with the gloves, taking a few players out. Now you see a few more guys come in. That's Randy Chaff from Brick Memorial. A few guys go down. There we're going to see the puck as its shot is taken from the point. Again, Kiernan going down early, but making the save. I think what's going to happen, watch the shot start to go high now as Kiernan's going down awful early.
3-1, the advantage for Brick in shots on goal, but Memorial still with a one-goal lead. Along the near corner boards, the puck comes across the line, and here comes Red Testa to knock it into the Brick end. Ruiz behind his own net. Testa in the chase, trying to knock him off the play. Malaka plays forward. And this puck harmlessly will go the length of the ice, and icing the call against Brick. The faceoff comes back in the Brick end, and they only have 7:45 to mount an attack. They trail in this game 1-0 to Memorial.
The collar's getting a little tight right now around Brick. They are worried. Ricky said we're inside 8 minutes. They didn't expect to be in this position, at least not this late in the game.
Well, Iannello has been quiet. Came into tonight's game with 71 points, 25 goals, 46 assists. But they've held him off the board tonight.
Everybody on Brick Memorial is doing their job. Nobody's doing more, but they're all doing their job. And when it's a team effort like that, it works.
Tom Schlegel will take the draw from Memorial. He lost it, but he'll go back behind the net to pick it up. It's loose. Finally, Steve Acropolis comes out of his own zone. Acropolis rolls it into the far corner. Comes all the way back to the point, but it's going to be picked up now by Tom Schlegel, who comes back 2-on-2. Schlegel was just dumping in and trying to wind some time off the clock. 7:21 to go. Memorial with a 1-goal, 1-0 lead. Brooks behind the net. Can't start the play. And Brick looks to come out. They tried to spring Iannello away and couldn't do it. Now here comes Bobby Acropolis. And he is slid off the play, but we're going to get a tripping call.
Mick, in high school rules, anytime you leave your feet and you make contact with the man, especially taking him down, that's called a tripping penalty. Here you're going to see Acropolis coming around the outside. Notice right there, you'll see the player leave his feet. He dives head first. And yes, he does get a piece of the puck, but that doesn't matter in high school hockey. If you leave your feet and play the man, it's a tripping penalty. And right there, Tom Schlegel, the senior, We'll sit 2 minutes. This is the opportunity Brick was waiting for.
This is the first Brick power play tonight. And on the faceoff will be Brian Barfield. Ruiz and Sorrentino, the big guns at the point. Malacca along the near boards. Takes it deep in the corner. Ruiz back to Malacca. He's looking in front. Tries to center it. It's loose. Kieran dives on the puck and stops play. And a little pushing and shoving going on after the whistle.
Again, good patience there by Brick High School. Watch him as they work the puck from the point into the corner. You see him looking, tries to go far side right there. Actually went off the skate of Justin Bennett, and then Kieran falls on the puck as a few guys say, how do you do to each other? Kieran might have taken a stick or skate in the back of the head. Maybe you can get a look at it on this replay. You see the pass go across, hits the skate. There he pounces on it, and right, I can't tell, maybe right there as the two players go down, he gets hit. This also could be, and I'm not saying it is, just a way to give your team a break. Whenever the goaltender gets hurt, usually they're given a little more consideration than another player.
And it looks like maybe Bennett, his own player, came down on him.
Right there, Bennett, after throwing the left hook, gets knocked down, and he comes down right on top of the head of Ryan Kiernan.
Well, Kiernan's played an outstanding game. 6:45 to play, and he is throwing a shutout at Brick. Memorial with a 1-0 lead. And we should tell our fans watching tonight, if you'd like to pick up a copy of the Public School Hockey Championship, just give us a call at Comcast at 908-602-7492, extension 2211. You can get all the information on how to obtain a copy of this outstanding Public Hockey Championship, and Kiernan is back on his feet.
There you take a look at him. No way is this fella coming out of this game. He's played tremendous. The coaches are talking to him. He's smiling. He's ready to go.
6:45 to play. 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the Brick power play. So Kiernan still has to be very wary that his team is down a man.
Now what this did, Nick, it gave the power play unit for Brick a chance to rest for about 2 or 3 minutes. They should be fully refreshed and ready to go for the last 1:45 of the power play.
Acropolis will take this draw. It comes back to Ruiz at the point. Crosses over for Steve Acropolis in the slot. Rebound, tip. Oh, it just went wide. Weesey had a chance and deflected it just wide of the goal. Here's Acropolis. Saved by Kiernan. And the puck goes back into the far corner. Weesey gives chase. And Memorial will clear.
Boy, oh boy. You would think he was the goaltender that hasn't given up the goal in the 3 games. Instead, it's Jake Carroll.
We're to look at Kiernan, who has been big so far on this power play. 1:11 to go. Here is Weesey, who has a big shot. Weesey takes it deep in the corner. Wants to center. Crossing pass is broken up nicely, and Memorial will clear again.
What's happening right now, Nick, is the defensemen from Brick are starting to pinch, so the pucks are being cleared a lot easier.
Here's Weesey across the line. Will he drop it or keep it himself? Weesey takes it deep. Circles behind the Memorial net. Wants to bring it out front. Has a man at the point. Crossing pass. One-timer. Shot. Score! Bobby Acropolis ties the game at 1 with 5:42 to play.
Bobby Acropolis right there taking a page out of Randy McKay's book. Jumping onto the sideboards, getting congratulations from the fans. But real good work by Brick on this power play.
Well, I'll tell you, Kiernan was coming up big time after time, and sooner or later, things had to happen. Kiernan coming up big the first time on this power play as he was able to get the pad down and block it aside, and then the rebound just went by the post.
That did miss by more than a couple inches, but now here we're going to see the good work. Stopped there by Acropolis, winds up, fires with a good hard slap shot. Beats Ryan Kiernan over the left shoulder, and with just 5:42 remaining, we have a tie at 1.
And for Bobby Acropolis, his 34th goal of the season. Well, they said earlier that he has been big on the power play in the playoffs, and he scores again on the power play. With 5 minutes and about 42 seconds ago, we're down to 5:29 now.
Nick, now we have to start thinking about overtime.
Yes, we do.
Overtime for this game is an 8-minute sudden death overtime. If at the end of overtime they are still tied, they will go to a shootout. The shootout is when it's a penalty shot situation. Each team will have 5 shooters. It's almost like a top of the inning and bottom of the inning. And when one team has an insurmountable lead, the game is over.
As we said, his 34th goal of the season for Acropolis came at 9:18 here in the third period to tie it at 1. Puck rolls free. And it is Hoffman to keep it in the Memorial end for Brick. Malaka. Russo just winds around the boards. This one goes over the glass, and the faceoff will come inside the Brick Memorial end.
Now, will this goal wake the sleeping giant? Will this be what Brick needs to propel them? They've been a little bit lethargic here, although they picked it up as we got about midway through the third period. But can they now turn it on? Can they be the Brick of old and do what they were supposed to do coming into this game?
Well, I'll tell you what, Memorial has been up to the challenge all night long. Despite Brick with 34 shots to Memorial's 12, Kiernan has been big. Jay Brooks, the goal scorer for Memorial. Bobby Acropolis, the goal scorer for Brick tonight. And this puck is frozen along the boards, finally dug free by Weesey. And shot to center ice where Ruiz goes back to pick it up with 4:51 to play. And I'm going to say, in regulation. Ruiz behind his own net. Slow to bring it out. Plays forward for Bobby Acropolis. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Acropolis with a nice move. Crossing pass to Weesey. Shot! Great save by Kiernan. Kiernan stayed him on the doorstep. Back to the point. Here comes Ruiz. His shot is deflected and goes for a maze of players all the way into the near corner board. They try to set up Weesey in front. Tom Schlegel there to line him off the play. The puck comes all the way out of the zone and rears the puck. Good hit. Chafee couldn't control. And here comes Brick. Hoffman wants to get ahead of steam and does. Hoffman tries to center it, drops it all the way back. Barnfield lets it go, and the net is off its mooring, and the whistle blows.
Wow, what action. What a save. This kid is playing the best game of his life. Ryan Kiernan, time and time again, keeping Brick Memorial in the game. Just outstanding. You said he was playing big before. No, Mick, he's playing large. Watch as the play starts on the right wing. There's the cross-ice centering pass. The quick shot right there by Kyle Weesey. He slides, gets the right leg up, deflects the puck over the net. Just outstanding.
Well, now defensemen have to step up big. Caruso tries to corral his man in the slot, and this puck just rolls to the net where Ryan Kiernan falls on it to stop play. Let's take another look at this shot, and a great save by Kiernan.
Watch how Kiernan follows the puck over, stacks one pad on top of the other, gets a piece of it. That's the kind of save that makes the 11 o'clock highlight film.
And that puck actually hit the crossbar on the way out.
Yes, it did.
Barnfield on the draw. Comes back to the point. Steve Acropolis takes a shot well wide. Sorrentino will keep it in. He drives it to the net. Kiernan will save. Rebound is loose, and it goes back in the corner. Back to Sorrentino. He wants to drive to the net, and his shot goes wide. Picked up finally by Fred Testa. And ahead it comes to Mike Cromick. Cromick with a shot knocked down by Kale. Back to the point. Ooh, a shot just whistled wide off the stick of Rushland. This one straight up in the air in the slot. Memorial trying to give chase. It comes to the near corner. Can Brick clear? Barnfield takes it behind his net. 3:21 to play. And Brick will clear. Each team wants a line change. It's set for the final 3 minutes coming up. Schlegel almost misplayed in his own end. Bobby Acropolis couldn't get there. Nice hit at the blue line. Acropolis has stood up. The puck comes out of the Memorial ends of the neutral zone, and we have an offside.
I think they're calling a hand pass against Brick Memorial. That's why the faceoff will come back inside the zone.
Okay.
But actually, we're coming pretty close to John Russell in time, and I say that only because the defenseman for the senior defenseman for Brick Memorial scored the tying goal against Chatham with just 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, and then scored the winning goal against Bayonne with just 8 seconds to go in the game. So this is his time of the game.
Oh, and we have a stoppage here as the puck goes all the way up to the rafters and actually hit the top of Mennen Arena.
It has to be about 40 or 50 feet from ice surface to ceiling.
Again, 2 minutes and 49 seconds to play. 1-1 game between Brick and Brick Memorial. And here's an intercepted pass, backhander. Kale knocks it down. Schlegel with a nice backhand, but coming up equal to the task was Kale. Brick keeping the pressure on in the neutral zone. Steve Schlegel heads to Bobby. And Kiernan has it knocked down. Lucy rolls off his stick. Couldn't get a shot away. Once again, Lucy almost with a golden opportunity, but couldn't pull the trigger. Ianella deep in the corner. Tries to center. Broken up nicely by Randy Chase. Now Brooks plays ahead. Jake Kale leaves it behind his own net. 2:02 to play in this one. 1-1 game.
Nick, neither team is playing cautious. They're both trying to win it right here in regulation.
A little pushing and shoving going on as we have an icing. And the puck comes all the way back down to the Brick end. Again, 1:53 to play. The goal scorers in the game, Jay Brooks from Memorial in the second period. Third period power play goal by Bobby Acropolis to tie it up at 1. Let's take a look at the action here. Again, Lucy right there, but couldn't get a stick on it.
Bouncing puck up in the air, couldn't quite get the blade of the stick on the puck.
Lucy has been very close tonight. Morgan wants a shot. He's been held off the score sheet this evening. Guys around the board with Caruso. Tries to keep it in from Memorial. Memorial's in green. They led for most of the game until a goal by Acropolis. Here comes Brick on the play. It is Hoffman. Leaves it for the trailer, and Malaka couldn't get a shot away. Memorial trying to play through and can't. Sorrentino intercepts for Brick. He'll take it across the line. The play's onside. Sorrentino throws it. Nobody home as Brick was looking for a line change. This puck rolls toward the net where Kiernan just knocks it away. Brick keeping the pressure on. It's loose in the slot. Ianella goes behind the net. Looking for Sorrentino in the slot. Ruiz puts it in the slot, but Memorial's there to break it away, and here comes Morgan. Morgan sidesteps the check. The play's onside, and Weesey goes back with 47 seconds left in the game.
Morgan had Testa coming down the middle, couldn't get him the puck.
Ianella trying to play through for Weesey. Kyle Weesey's broken up. Ianella gives it away. Here's Schlegel, 1-on-3. He's broken up, and the puck comes back to center ice. Here comes Ianella. He'll take a big drive. One save by Kiernan, and he holds on.
Boy, oh boy, to let a guy come in all alone like that on the right-hand side is asking an awful lot of your goaltender, Ryan Kiernan.
Especially when it's Nick Ianella, who has 25 goals on the season.
An uncontested, clear shot right at the net. Again, going down to the knee as he's been doing all night. Ryan Kiernan makes the save.
23 seconds to go in a 1-1 game. Brick Memorial against Brick. The public championship game here at Mennen Arena.
As you see on the clock, just 23 ticks left here in the third period. Who would have thought it?
This game has been everything we wanted it to be. And again, Bobby Acropolis to take the draw against Schlegel. Here is a drive knocked down by the Memorial defense. Steve Acropolis goes back to pick it up. Tries to play ahead to Hoffman. He's broken up. Justin Bennett winds it out of the zone. Brick has to get back on side. Got a delay coming up. They just shoot it in and now regroup at center ice. Memorial tries to play through ahead to Tom Schlegel. He'll take a drive and it whistles way wide. And time has expired. We're going to overtime. Pete, again, tell us about the overtime situation.
The overtime will be an 8-minute sudden death overtime. The teams will not change ends. You will remain with Brick Memorial to our left, Brick High School to our right. Sudden death, the first goal wins. If at the end of overtime they are still tied, they go into a shootout situation, which is a penalty shot situation of a top of the inning, a bottom of the inning, 5 shooters from each team. When one side gets an insurmountable lead, they are the winner.
We'll come back for the overtime period in this public championship. Brick and Memorial tied at 1.
When we started QVC, the idea of televised shopping was new, and we wanted to do a few things differently. Most companies sell information about their customers to other companies.
Hello, John Hunter. Hello, Mr. Hunter. We're very interested in getting hold of this list.
No, we just don't sell our names.
This is a great opportunity for you.
We don't rent or sell our customers' names.
Mr. Hunter.
I'm sorry, that's confidential.
Please, Mr. Hunter.
No, sure, we get badgered a little, but at least they won't be bothering you.
Mr. Hunter, this is really...
It's Hoops Heaven all season long, only on the Comcast Network. And it's time for coverage of New Jersey's premier high school basketball event, the First Union Tournament of Champions. Each year, the NJSIAA brings together the Garden State boys and girls group champions to crown one the best in the state. The Comcast Network is proud to bring you the boys and girls semifinals and then the finals on March 24th, live from Rutgers. It's heavenly. It's Hoops Heaven, only on the Comcast Network. The Philadelphia Phantoms are hot. They're the Flyers' future, but why wait? The Flyers' top farm club has already broken a 59-year-old AHL record for consecutive home wins, filling the Core State Spectrum Ice with goals at a dizzying pace. The Phantoms are brand new, exciting, high-scoring, and certainly entertaining. They're also live on the Comcast Network.
Welcome back as we get ready for overtime here, and here's how we got here. Brick Memorial got on the board first in the second period. Jay Brooks with a nice finish here as Rushland got him the headman pass, and Brooks came in all alone for the first goal of the game.
They executed this play perfectly, just like you draw it on the blackboard. The pass from the defensive zone, fakes the backhand, goes to the forehand, tucks it home.
9:18 to play, power play goal for Bobby Acropolis.
You see Acropolis standing there with his stick in the air, yelling for the pass. Give me the puck. He takes the pass, centers it, fires the shot over the shoulder of Kiernan, and that's why we're in overtime.
Well, Kiernan has come up big again. You see Brick Memorial in green, Bricks in white. We are going overtime here at Mennen Arena in Morristown, New Jersey in the Public Hockey Championship for the NJSIAA title. And right now, everybody giving a thumbs up to Jake Kale, who came into this game only, well, he had 3 shutouts coming in.
3 very good games. They won by a score of 10-0, 10-0, and 3-0.
But the big guy tonight has been right here, Mr. Keenan.
Oh, he's been playing phenomenal. And when he hasn't been good, he's been lucky. As you mentioned, 1 or 2 shots off the crossbar, the goaltender's friend.
Ryan Kiernan doing it all tonight. In net for Brick Memorial. It'll be Bobby Acropolis in white for Brick, taking this draw to start the overtime against Tom Schlegel. Well, a total of 50 shots, and Brick has had a major edge.
37-13. That's amazing.
Well, Memorial wins the draw, and they'll just dump it in. Tom Schlegel, who's seen a lot of ice time, gives chase. He picks it up loose behind the net. Matt Morgan trying to keep it alive in the corner, and Morgan does. Looks to center, and Kale is right there to fall on the puck before anybody can get to it.
Now, Brick Memorial was in an overtime game just 2 games back when they played against Chatham in the quarterfinal round. Their overtime was scoreless, and they had to go to a shootout. So they're used to this. Brick has not played an overtime game at all this year.
Face-off will come to Kale's right. Bobby Acropolis, who's taken almost every major draw tonight, will go up against, once again, Tom Schlegel.
Nick, Bobby Acropolis is just a freshman. He has 3 more years to go on this squad.
Shot well wide of the net, giving chase. There's Randy Chafe. And the puck comes free. Here comes Acropolis. Acropolis brings it onside. Now slips and falls and tries to center a pass, but can't. Ianello gets there. And Jay Brooks, who has one of the goals tonight, starts out. Tries to cross for Schlegel and can't. Weesey gets it ahead to Acropolis. Goes by a check. Bobby Acropolis wants to center. Trying to roll it in front. It was broken up nicely and still kept in the zone. Ianello has it centered off his stick. Picked up by Schlegel, and back the other way comes Randy Chase. And we have a whistle to stop play.
Rick trying to win this game right away that time. Again, Bobby Acropolis, number 6, the freshman, doing an outstanding job. He is definitely the kind of guy you want on your team and on the ice in an overtime game.
This draw will be taken by Ryan Barnfield. And Barnfield wins it. Morgan tries to push his way to the puck, but can't. Hoffman plays forward. And here comes Malacca. They'll try to roll it ahead, and Kiernan right there to cover up before Ryan Barnfield could get a stick on it.
Again, Brick playing smart, getting the puck out of their zone, making every opportunity count. Here you think the play starts innocently enough over the blue line. Little flip pass right there. Doesn't get a hold on a shot as he's being hooked from behind, but enough to redirect it on net, forcing a save by Ryan Kiernan.
Kiernan came in at 16-6-1 with a 2.36 goal against average. He's only given up 1 tonight. Acropolis will take this draw against Schlegel. Schlegel wins the draw from Memorial. He gets it back. But Rick keeps him in the zone. Here's a shot that rolls off the pad, up and over the back of the net. But Kiernan lucky again as the rebound went the other way and not back in front. Iannella, centering pass for Reese. Has it roll off his stick, gets it back. Reese looking to center, throws it back to the point. Ruiz takes a shot. This one goes wide. Bobby Acropolis keeps it in. The puck comes out of the zone, and Brick will have to regroup. Ruiz will just shoot it in.
Brick almost looks mad here. They're playing with a real intensity. They want to end this game right now.
Acropolis scoops over a check shot, save, and hold by the goaltender Kiernan. I'll tell you, Bobby Acropolis has one quick wrist shot.
And the point we didn't mention that Bobby Acropolis, as well as Steve Acropolis, is the grandson of the coach Bob Uriyama. Right there, you see him jump over the check, get the puck on the tip of his stick, quick wrist shot, but again, the save by Ryan Kiernan.
6:03 to go in this overtime period. We are tied at 1 with Brick and Brick Memorial. On the draw, Malacca wins it. It stays in the zone, and will Memorial clear? Yes, they will. Headman pass goes ahead to Morgan. He's back one-on-one. Morgan, the shot goes wide. Rick trying to come out of his own end. Morgan keeps it in, and his shot goes right under the pad of Jake Kale, who stops play. Very nonchalant kneel down by Kale.
Well, I'm not sure if he was prepared for that shot. It didn't seem like he was ready for it, and then when the shot came in, he had a little trouble.
Maybe he's just so good he makes it look easy.
I don't think so. Not when you're in overtime of a championship game. You want to be a little sharper than that. And you see the good pressure, good forechecking right there by Brick Memorial. Quick shot, and Kale kind of just about, sort of, sticks the right pad down like it's a Sunday afternoon game.
On the draw, it is controlled by Brick. As Acropolis won it, they try to spring him free, and it comes ahead to Reese. Now Reese, one-on-one, goes between the legs of the defender, shot, save. The follow-up by Acropolis is stepped aside by Kiernan. 2 great scoring opportunities by Brick, and Reese keeps it in the zone. Finally, here comes Jay Brooks on a 3-on-2 at the help. Brooks onside, no, offside across the line. They say that Schlegel got in too soon at the top of your screen.
Mick, neither team is leaving this up to a shootout. They want to win it right here. Both sides going at it full blast. The action's going back and forth. Watch this move right here as he steps in between the legs. Quick shot. He doesn't quite get all of it. It goes off the toe of the stick and doesn't get a good shot off. Kiernan makes the save, but I think he was trying to go to the right side and doesn't quite get it.
And the follow-up just went wide as well, as Bobby Acropolis has been all over. But there's Ruiz, who's back at the point, waiting for this draw. It goes to Ruiz, and he'll try to clear the zone. And they'll try to spring free Malacca. It rolls in, and Kiernan shoots it back to center ice. Hoffman with a nice check on Silvers. And Ruiz has it. Ruiz brings it across the line, still going. Plays through, and Bennett rides him off the play. Centering pass a little too far ahead, and now back to the point. Steve Akropoulos, and a glove save made by Kiernan, who holds on.
A lot of traffic going on in front. That time Kiernan held on to the shot, but people coming from all different directions trying to screen Kiernan. We're going to see some of the action, some of the physical play. Right there, boom, right at the blue line, right in front of the Brick Memorial bench. Now we're going to see the shot, but look at the traffic. There's two Brick players trying to get a deflection as that puck comes in. Good concentration by Ryan Kiernan to keep his eye on the puck, use the left catching glove, and holds on for the whistle.
And it makes it tough on the defenseman on front. Who do you take out of the slot first? Well, Sorrentino back at the point, awaiting this draw, but Memorial wins it. Now can Brick Memorial clear. Iannello goes behind the net. Centering pass by Iannello, and nobody there but Tom Schlegel, who comes back 2-on-2. Schlegel across the line with a drive, goes wide, and Taylor left it. Now throws it behind the net. Brick tries to clear, and they do. Here comes Nick Iannello, one-on-one. The defenseman breaks him up nicely, and Kiernan falls on the puck. Nice job by Justin Brennan to break up Iannello.
A little bit of physical play there right after the whistle. That time Iannello trying real hard to end this game at the 4:20 mark.
4:20 to go here in the overtime period. Again, an 8-minute overtime, and if nobody scores here, we go to a shootout.
Watch this play right here as he comes over the line, steps in between, kind of put the puck a little bit too far ahead of him. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Good play by Kiernan to come out to help out. Holds on to the puck. And we take a look at Nick Iannello, the junior. But what's going on right now is we have a timeout. We're going to get in high school ice hockey, you get to have a 1-minute timeout. That's exactly what happened. Take a look what happens right after the whistle. There you see a left, kind of almost like a headlock, a little bit of WCW wrestling there, but he gets away with it. And unless it's going to either cause an injury or prevent a goal, you will not see a penalty called here in overtime.
4:20 to go. A strategic place for a timeout, Pete?
I'm not sure which team called it, Mick. It depends. I would think the team who needs the timeout is Brick Memorial, because Brick High School has been having a lot of pressure. Ryan Kiernan, time and time again, has tested one shot after the other, and it's been real good opportunities. Not like it's a chance here or there. They've been firing away on this kid, and he's been coming up big every time.
Fans at Mennen Arena here in Morristown, New Jersey, treated to a big treat tonight. 1-1 tie. Brick Memorial led in the second period. Bobby Akropoulos goal tied it up on a power play in the third. And that's where we stand with 4:20 to go in this overtime session. Kiernan goes back to his net. Ryan Kiernan, the goaltender for Brick Memorial, playing a heck of a game tonight. Bobby Akropoulos will be on the draw against Tom Schlegel. And Memorial wins the draw. Rushman tries to play forward. Jay Brooks gets it for a 2-on-2 if they hurry. Brooks being stick checked from behind. Tries to keep the puck free. It's kept in by Rushman, who's played a pretty good defensive game tonight. Now Ruiz will start out. Plays back across to Steve Akropoulos. Iannello broken up at center ice, and here comes Schlegel. Dumps it in. Behind his own net, puts the win out with 3:43 to play. Gets the puck ahead to Lucy. Pass was off the skates of Iannello. But Memorial doesn't really cover up, and Brick will keep the pressure on. Back behind the Memorial net. Rushman shoots at the length of the ice. It is not icing as it's on goal. And Lucy goes back to pick it up. Line change for Brick. Lucy at center ice. Is onside. Tries to come down the slot. Now takes it deep in the corner. Kyle Lucy. Had it roll off the stick momentarily. Barnfield gets it in front. Malacca, shot, score! Scott Malacca, his 16th goal of the season in overtime. And Brick has won the championship here at Mennen Arena.
Brick has gained the bragging rights for the playground for the whole summer with that goal.
Jim Roxford, the athletic director at Brick, congratulates his team as they have won their second consecutive championship. But what can you say about the play of Kiernan tonight? Ryan Kiernan, it'll show up as a loss for him, but I think he turns out a winner when you talk about some of the top goaltenders in the state of New Jersey.
Mick, to show you how well that fella played tonight, when the goal went in from Brick and the team poured on the ice, Bob Oriama did not rush to his team. He rushed to Ryan Kiernan and congratulated him first and then went to his team.
Well, let's take a look at the game winner here from Scott Malacca. The sophomore gets his 16th goal of the season.
Good centering pass. He steps right inside right there, takes his time, puts the forehand. Again, Kiernan was down ahead of time. That time it slipped right through, and there's exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the overtime, and it's over.
And once again, a good look at the game winner as Brick wins the title in overtime tonight by the score of 2-1. The man of the hour, Scott Malacca.
Beats him right between the legs, but it was good forechecking, good pressure, good work in the corners to set that play up.
Malacca congratulated by the coaching staff and his teammates. The goal comes at 5 minutes. Barnfield and Weesey, who was all around the puck in that third and overtime period, picked up the assists. Great game tonight here for Brick as they win it in overtime. They scored 2 unanswered goals, and for a long time they trailed Memorial. It looked like we were going to see the upset, but Brick comes up the champion. We'll be back with our post game in a moment right here on the Comcast Network, so stay with us.
I'm Steve Adubato. Join me as I go one-on-one with Dick Morris, Bill Clinton's former top political strategist. You know Dick Morris resigned in disgrace. Very well publicized sex scandal. Author of a new book, Behind the Oval Office, Winning the Presidency in the 90s. One-on-one with Dick Morris right here on the Comcast Network.
This is about the bond issue.
We're good to go. And rolling cakes.
Hello, I'm Lynn Doyle, and this is Comcast Newsmakers.
Doing an outstanding job in this partnership with you.
The obvious question here is, you go
Comcast Newsmakers with Len Doyle, a new approach to the way you watch the people who make news happen. Twice every hour at 25 minutes past the hour and 30 minutes later at 55 minutes after the hour. Comcast Newsmakers, only on CNN Headline News.
Comcast Sports Talk. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'm Mary Amoroso, and this is Comcast Family Talk.
Back here at Mennen Arena in overtime tonight, Brick, a 2-1 winner over Brick Memorial. I'm joined by Bob Oriama, the head coach of Brick. Congratulations, Coach, on your second consecutive public championship.
Well, thanks a lot. We really weren't sure there for a while. Brick Memorial really did a fine job. We played one of our better hockey games, and they gave us all we can handle. We were very fortunate to come out with a win.
It's got to be a great feeling knowing that you've defended this public championship, though.
Oh, it's great to win 2 in a row. It's really great. And I'm really proud that the boys got together afterward and to share in the victory, Brick Memorial as well as Brick. It was a real outstanding game.
And finally, you ran into a tough customer in Ryan and Kiernan, the Memorial goaltender. He must have been giving you fits.
Oh, he was outstanding. I mean, he bailed out some shots, so we thought they were goals for sure. We were celebrating on the bench about 4 times, and it didn't go in.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us on the Comcast Network. Congratulations tonight on another championship.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bob Oriama. And Pete, I'll tell you, we saw a great game tonight. The 6th seed gave the top seed all they can handle.
Every bit of it. It came right down to overtime. Brick won the game, but I tell you what, Mick, everybody in Bricktown should be happy tonight. 2 great teams. Everybody should be proud of those boys.
Well, we hope you enjoyed watching the final tonight. For Pete Caggiano, I'm Mick Monahan. Thanks for joining us on the Comcast Network. Again, your final in overtime. Brick over Brick Memorial, 2-1. So long, everybody.